FGE, and we don't take crap off nobody. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm ready to get this job done. Now, we are here today to send a message, a loud and clear message to our senators and our representatives here on Capitol Hill. And the message is this: save the civil service and save the country.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? Well, it's 2025. We made it into 2025, y'all. And we're in trouble. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to start out the year by looking at videos. I started liking the way people online kind of did their commentary, and I said at the end of last year that we're going to start doing that here as well. We're going to start looking at some commentary or some videos and putting our commentary to it. First thing we're going to look at tonight is basically it was an event that I believe it was the civil service people had. It was like a protest. So we're going to get into it in a few minutes. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about because Trump and his people are going crazy.
Drowning out the darkness with our light. None of it matters, no, none of it matters by our side. Take this reality, leave it behind. Close your eyes. We could be anywhere, any way that we want. We could be anything under the sun. Little by little, let our mistakes.
Okay. I was working in the background trying to get this thing right here set up, and I think we have it now. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start the video. We're going to let you guys take a quick look and see what was going on. So this is the protest that I was mentioning as an event that they had. I guess it was in Washington, D.C. So we're going to take a quick look at that and listen to a little bit what they were saying. And I'm going to preface it, or the backstory is that Trump, Elon Musk, and seemingly all of the Republicans are in this thing together. It's almost as if they want to have round 2 of the Civil War. Apparently, they don't know they lost the first time around, because what ended up happening was after they lost bigly back in the day, not a lot was done because the North ended up giving them all of their shit back, everything that they pretty much should have lost, all the people that should have went to jail so they could learn a lesson, did not go to jail. Apparently, some of them, maybe a few of them did. A lot of people were killed on both sides, if you want to use the both sides thing. But they have a distorted and twisted memory of what happened during that time. They lost the Civil War. The South lost the Civil War. They did not win, they lost. And what should have happened back then is going to happen this time around. People should have went to jail for pretty much insurrection, sedition, whatever you want to call it. They tried to secede from the Union, and they just got like a little slap on the hand. All of that slavery, the slavery Holocaust is what I'm calling it. Since the people over in Israel like to talk about their Holocaust, there was a big, humongous Holocaust right here in the United States of Native Americans, black, they were native to the land too, the Indians and the black folk. A lot of them were killed off either by disease or just straight up torture. And America has never really apologized for it. And now it has festered into what we have today, a big orange bump called Donald Trump and all of his crazy people, his crazy friends. I don't have time for any of them. I'm not going to hold back because things need to be said and their feelings need to be hurt. And all of those MAGA people that voted for him were part of that racist gang because they saw what he was doing, they heard what he said, and yet and still, oh, he didn't mean it. He was just, I don't think he's going to do all of this. And now those same people are going through the ringer. We're going to be all right. We have always, me and my people and our allies, we have always been all right because we're going to find a way to get done what we need to get done. But at the same time, I don't want to be held accountable for some bullshit that Donald Trump is trying to put America through. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm here for. So he's going to be impeached again, round 3. This time around, hopefully, enough people will vote in progressives and their Democratic friends in large enough numbers to where we take over the House and we take over the Senate with big majorities so that we can, along with sending Donald Trump to jail, we can bring in those rogue Republican and conservative House and Senate representatives and make them also be accountable because you can't have a job that you're supposed to be supporting the people of the United States and in the background you're trying to tear it down. That's not what your responsibilities are for being a representative. You're supposed to be representing the people. Things went fine, okay? As far as the rich, they need to be taxed big time. Everything was fine back in the day when they had 60% tax rate. Things were getting paid off. Everything was happening like it was supposed to. I don't see a problem with it going back up to 50%. It ain't gonna bother me. I'm not a billionaire. So all of those people that want to have all that money ain't got nothing else to do with their time, and they're taking advantage of their workers and their employers. I mean, their employees. Yeah, they need to be taxed big time. And then competition needs to be created by doing what I call the uh, uh, cooperatives. Y'all heard of cooperatives before? Everybody panicking because, oh, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay, well then set up your cooperative. If enough of y'all people get fired from the same company, you have the skills, you have the talent, and you have the ability to go out and start your own business, become the competitive, um, the competition to the people that just fired you. You set up shop right beside them. You go and compete for the same loans, for the same grant money, and you set it up. A cooperative is basically where the employees all have skin in the game. They all have um, an invested part in the business. So you're just like a stockholder or a shareholder. You work for the place that you're invested in, and so everybody, it's a win-win situation pretty much. And if you do it that way, there is an element of having a union already built in because all your people are going to have voices because all you guys work for the company. So therefore, you all have a voice to say, how the company and how the business is run. Stop giving your money to a couple of people out here that don't deserve it. If they don't want to treat you right, leave, set up you a same business the next day right beside them and continue on. Just leave them out there by themselves. That's how you do it. That's how I would do it. And then if they want to invest in your business, don't let them have the majority stock in it. Let that always be the the people that are actually the people that are inside of the cooperative. So don't let anybody with a lot of money have more than 30% of your business, is basically what I'm saying. So don't let them have anywhere near the majority so that they can still have a say about what goes on in the business, but they won't be telling you what to do. So anyway, that's on a whole nother video. Let's take a quick look at what's going on here at this protest that the people are going to do out. The Democrats, some of the Democrats came out to join the civil service workers at this particular protest. Now, what irks me about this, in a way, I think some of the Democrats are kind of, to me, it's like they're out there protesting, but I don't get a true feeling that they really mean what they say. This time around, if they get back in charge, I need for them to do all the things that they said they were going to do and didn't do the last time. I did. I voted for Kamala because I felt like she could do a way better job than Donald Trump. But she didn't. To me, it's like, say it from your chest what you want to do. Like this guy, this idiot Trump brags about everything and he feels like nobody can tell him what to do. We, the people, should be able to tell him what to do because he works for us. Okay. So anyway, let's listen to this guy. I think he's pretty good. This first speaker is cool. I'm gonna have these videos that I'm talking about. The plan is, as I talk about different videos during the year or during the coming months, all my future videos are gonna have actual links to the videos that I'm talking about inside of the description. So it'll be an easy way for you to go back and take a look at it and see the whole thing. And anything that I actually create from scratch, if it's like, say for instance, if it's going to run really long, then I'm probably going to post that on my site so that we can always refer back to it later. Because these platforms are getting kind of sketch, man. You know, you think you got a good platform that you can get up there and pretty much do what you need to do, and then all of a sudden they change the rules and the regulations on it. Don't do Twitter since it became X, so I don't do that at all. But I decided to keep my Facebook account. I kept my account on Twitter. I thought I did, so that whenever I just claim my name and be saying crazy stuff, not that I don't say crazy stuff on my own, but I didn't want them to take it. So anyway, I keep Facebook so that I can go up there and have my say about anything that I see up there. That since Zuckerberg decided not to do any kind of fact checking anymore and just let everybody have a free fall, I thought I'd get up there, and whenever I see crazy people acting crazy, then I'll put them in check. That makes me feel good to my heart when I'm able to say things that are true. Because what really irks, what I think really irks the MAGA people or the people that are conservatives is when you come at them with the truth. They can't stand truth because it's everything against whatever Trump says. We told them Trump was gonna do the tariffs. We told them Trump was going to wreck the economy. We told them Trump was going to deport them. Nobody believed it. But guess what? They're going through it now, and they can't stand that they were wrong. So they're too proud to admit that they were wrong. So you guys got to come and help us. No, we don't. No, we don't. We told you what was going on. So you handle it over there like you're doing. And I wish what you would do, even though it's hard and maybe even difficult in some instances, what all of you people that voted for Trump need to do is you are the ones that need to be going out protesting. You are the ones, just like you took your happy self up to the Capitol building and did all of that demonstrating and stuff. You need to take your same happy self back over to the White House. You need to go down to your state houses in your states. You need to go wherever you need to go and start doing recalls, even though they probably won't happen. You need to let your Republicans buddy know that you're not happy and that you're going to recall them, because before it's all over, Trump is going to have all of y'all behind bars and he's going to be smiling, because this time around, it's not going to be, all of these Trump people talk tough, but you can tell they're not willing to get their hands dirty. So we'll see how that goes. And every Trump lawyer that's out there, if this happens to just fade across your if you watch social media at all, you're going to jail, you're going to lose your law license, just like the other first people that Trump had out there. They got disbarred, they ended up being with charges. Some of them end up going to jail. And don't think just because he's gonna pardon you for this group of crimes, there won't be others. States can also bring you up on charges for anything that you're doing that you're not supposed to do. Remember that, okay? Because it's on now. We're tired of your stupid ass stuff that you're doing. This is not something where you can just not do what you're supposed to do. This is not that. So anyway, let's get in here and see what these people got to say. This guy right here, the first speaker, I don't know his name, but he's funny.
AFGE, and we don't take crap off nobody. I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm ready to get this job done. Now, we are here today to send a message. A loud and clear message to our senators and our representatives here on Capitol Hill. And the message is this: save the civil service and save the country. And I want to thank my friend Steny Hoyer for, perfect summary of what we all about.
See, and this is basically why I like these kinds of videos, because they're down to earth. He's not trying to do anything. He wants to just go to work, do his job, do what he's supposed to do. But the people out there, like Fox News, and here's what I'm going to say. Things that we need to do as a group. We need to find out how to bring pressure to get Fox News off the air, because all they're doing is spreading lies. They're doing deceptive things. They already had to pay out. I wish those people had asked for more money, to be honest with you, with the voting machines. So now they need to go through another round of being sued. So anybody out there that you have claim, go out there and sue Fox News so we can break them down and get them off the air. If we can take Fox News and any local any local companies that they have off of air, because I don't see how they did it anyway. I don't see how one company can have so many radio stations and TV stations. Seems like to me that would be a problem as far as monopoly goes. So I'm not quite sure how they skirted being subject to the laws of cornering the market, but apparently they figured out a way. But anyway, first we need to get them off the air. Then we need to find a way of how to get some of these millionaire companies. I'm not going to call for boycotts because they don't really work as far as a group, but do what you can as an individual in order to stop using some of those companies that are out there that you know are major Trump supporters. And as a group, what we can do is, instead of just like you're just marching and stuff, get good with your social media. And as they flood the zone, we flood the zone. Basically, get where you can in order to tell the truth about situations, to get more of the word out. And yeah, we need to start doing things like that, because 2026 is right around the corner. We need real people that are going to actually do something once they get into office. You know who I don't like? I don't like Clyburn. He needs to go. Who else? Any of those people, because nobody's asking. This is the thing. and I'll get back to this video in a second. Why is nobody asking Clyburn why he wanted Joe Biden to pardon Donald Trump? Why ain't nobody saying that? All I see is people giving him deference. Well, I really like Mr. Clyburn, but he was kind of wrong on that. No, he was damn dead wrong on that, and he should be called on it. He served many years. We thank him for his service. Now it's time for him to get the hell on. I said it. Yep, that's what it's time for him to do. Okay, let's listen to my man.
Because you can't have one without the other. We are completely intertwined. And not coincidentally, but our country and our civil service are threatened by the very same people. A pro-apartheid South Africa billionaire that is determined to do to the United States what he did to Twitter. Turn it into an X-ray.
My man said ruin it. He certainly did. And that's what he wants to do. Imagine this. If anybody just walked off the street like Elon and them did, and then just go into a federal building, you don't do stuff like that. If you have a job as a security person, please follow protocol. If they don't show you a badge, and if you can't verify that this person has a security clearance to look at the stuff that they are looking at, kick them the hell out. Just because Donald Trump says something out of his mouth, he's not going to take responsibility for it when the information gone. All he's going to do, so Elon did it. Elon, I didn't tell him to do this, that, and the third, and he did this on his own. He's never, ever trying to be accountable for anything. So we need to have him in a position. We need to box him in so that he can be held accountable for everything that goes on. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and just like Elon Musk is going into people's accounts, I hope there's some hackers out there that can go into Elon's accounts. And then I hope that the people in Congress will cancel every single solitary contract that he has and break his ass. Take all of those contracts and give them to other people. Give them to other folks that know how to do the same research. He don't know how to do the research that all he did was buy companies, and the people that were working there actually put the stuff together. So this irks me so bad, because when it comes down to some people, how they say it, when we do it, it's a problem. But when they do it, it's all right. That's got to change. That has got to change. Okay. Let's watch the video.
Obscenity. What do you say about that? No! Now, only in America can you be called a business genius when you borrow and spend $44 billion and lost 80% of it. Trust me, he's no genius. And we're threatened by a president who thinks he's a king. Or maybe a mob boss. Or maybe both. And violates the law and the Constitution without a thought. Members of Congress, we ask you to stand up and support and defend the civil service in this country. Please stand up for your power of the purse. And stop this president from canceling programs you authorized and funded, you approved. It needs to stop. Members of Congress, support and defend the laws you enacted. Demand that the executive branch do the same, and demand the executive branch uphold every collective bargaining agreement, enforce every single one of them.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is people are going to get really angry because nobody's checking these people that are not following the law. And so at that point, do you know why? I forgot his name now, but the guy that went after the medical company, the insurance company rep or president, whoever it was, why he was the executive, yeah, why he was considered kind of like a hero, because nobody that had the power, that were elected officials to do the work, to do the job, they didn't do the job. They sat down, well, we're going to be passing legislation and there's nothing that we can, yeah, it is something that you can do. Even if you guys were not able to pass pretty much anything else for a while, you can make sure that laws and regulations that are already on the book are followed. Price gouging, price gouging, price gouging goes for everyone, including the insurance companies. And when they try to go in talking about they making billions of dollars every quarter, that should be a paper trail for you to go back and look at it. Well, you making this damn much money. How you gonna say that you bankrupt? When it's time for you to pay some insurance policy. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? They should be asking questions. And then they should be putting people on notice that they're going to take their money if they don't pay these people's policies. Because it's not supposed to be. They put Bernie Madoff in jail for a scheme. That's all the insurance companies have are schemes. You know what I'm saying? You paying them all of that money, and then when it's time for them to pay out, a procedure that you gotta have or something like that. Oh, this is not necessary. This is this, you know. So what they're gonna mess around and do is have all the Americans say, you know what, bump this. We're not paying nobody else no insurance. We're not paying this. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do this. We're not going to work. We're just gonna form our own companies. We're gonna work with each other, and then you're gonna have a mess on your hands. So it's time for people that are elected officials to get a backbone, just like my man just said, and stand up for what you say and stop talking for Republicans. Democrats, hear me and hear me well. Don't say another damn word about something somebody told you on the other side of the aisle. Or the Republican told me, he won't say it in front of the car. He won't say it in front of the camera. But some of my colleagues and some of my friends on the other side of the aisle, they really don't want to vote for it. But what, they did it anyway. So I want people to start doing their jobs. I want the news reporters to do their jobs by asking questions. If you can't ask a good question, if you're part of the White House press corps and you can't ask a good question, keep your ass home. I don't even want to see you in the crowd just sitting there like you a little kid, like you in the library listening to a story time storybook. I don't want to see that. Just stay home. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them, just wait for them to send out a press. You can watch it on TV just like we do. And you just write about what you see on TV. You ain't going to get in trouble for that. You won't. Just say, well, from what I see on the TV, Elon Musk is jacking up all kinds of shit. Just write that in your paper every day. Elon Musk is jacking this up. Elon Musk is jacking that up. Donald Trump ain't doing shit that he's supposed to be doing. What he told his people he was going to be doing. If you do enough of that kind of reporting, guarantee you they're going to be trying to get y'all to come back to the White House every day. That's how you get your power back. You don't have to go there and be a part of his facade to the American people like everybody's listening. Don't go. That's not your job to be a prop in whatever they got going on. You can report from afar. You see what other people around the world are saying. Just like the rest of the people that do content online do. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting tired of y'all. Okay, reporters. The only person that basically is digging in y'all is what's his name? Lawrence O'Donnell. He's dragging the press corps through the mud as he should, because they're not doing their jobs. They're not reporting things like they're supposed to, and they're losing credibility. So if you want your credibility back, credibility, is that a word? Yeah. If you want that back, what I suggest that you do is you start getting a little gangster to your game, okay? Don't let them people just push you around. You work for these organizations. If you get tired of working for these companies that are trying to be patsy to Donald Trump, get online like everybody else. Start you a blog. Start you a YouTube channel. Do something. You know what I'm saying? And then you network from there. It might be hard for a little bit, but at least you will have gained your integrity back. You know who's good? Don Lemon. Never thought I'd like that guy. I mean, I didn't like him at all on CNN. But since he's been on the line, we're gonna watch some of his videos at a later time. But since he's been online, that guy is funny. He's interesting. He has humor in some of the stuff that he does, and it's interesting to see. I like reporting that you can tell that it's genuine, and I'm not getting any of that from some of these people that we see online. You're too scared about losing your money. Okay, do you a budget to where you can live off of little money like everybody else, so you can feel good about the job that you do. You can't be feeling good about the kind of reporting that you do. You can't. Anyway, back to the video.
Members of Congress, support and defend the people you represent. Support and defend their rights and their freedom, their health and their well-being, their safety and their security. And please remember that nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for his rim rage.
Nope.
Americans didn't vote to sabotage our veterans by cutting VA staffing.
Nope.
They didn't vote to make air travel dangerous.
Okay, so I said nope. Americans didn't vote for that because I am a veteran too. But I'm gonna tell you, I like the part of VA that you go to and you see the people, and the doctors are cool. They give you, medicine or try to help you with your situation. The part of VA that I don't care if they cut it all is the claims department. The claims department is doing the same thing, in my opinion, that Elon Musk and them doing. I don't know why they tell you everything that you've been going through is not service related. That's crazy to me. What VA should be doing, VA should be like, okay, we're going to start you out at 100. You're 100%, and you're going to stay at 100% unless we can prove that what you say is wrong with you is not service related. That's how it should be. Veterans should not have to prove anything is service related. It should be up to the claims people in VA to prove that it's not service related. Because from day one that you join up to go through basic training, you're going to have a lot of stress on your body from all the training that you do, from getting up early in the morning and running through the field with potholes in it, hurting your ankles, busting your knees, jumping off of trucks and vans, just regular military stuff. You're gonna have problems. So all of these claims that they have denied, they owe a lot of military families money. And it's sad that they can't collect because of these damn fools in the VA. A lot of them have never served a day in their lives, saying, well, we understand that it might be, but it's not, we have determined it's not service related. Yeah. Well, I want to see you go through, you know what? They shouldn't even be able to talk until they go through basic training, go through AIT, go through some of the things that the military veterans go through. And then once they go through and graduate and do all these other things, then you come back and tell me that it's not service related. That's how it should be.
Again, cutting TSA, and that's how the controller staff is? No! They didn't vote to put contaminated meals on supermarket shelves by firing the inspector. No! partly because EPA workers were all kicked to the curb. They didn't vote to fire the Labor Department staff who keep workplaces safe and make sure employers paid their workers. They didn't vote to put our warfighters at the mercy of contractors after they fired DOD civilians. And they sure as hell didn't vote to, quote, traumatize America, patriotic and heroic federal employees, 30% of whom are veterans, who accept less pay and more grief than we'd ever get in the private sector. We didn't vote for that. So to our Republican senators and representatives,
all of y'all gonna be brought up on charges. That's what I wish you had said. To our Republican senators and representatives, all of y'all gave aid and comfort to all of those insurrectionists, and we gonna bring you up on charges. Be prepared for that in 2026.
This is what I ask of you. Uphold your oath of office. Don't put your conscience in a blind trust or check your spine at the door when you enter the U.S. Capitol. Don't aid and abet a lawless, corrupt administration.
They already did it, bro. They already aided and abetted. They already did it. They have already did it. And so have certain members of the Supreme Court. They did. Because anybody that's hired to do something for the American people and to ensure that the government runs for the people, to benefit the people, but they get the job and go in there to tear it down, yeah, they need to be brought before Congress, because that's not what they were hired to do. That's not the job description of that particular position or post. And they should be immediately fired, just like you would if you went to a corporation. You went to a company, the company hired you, and all of a sudden you go in there and try to bankrupt the company. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. So you would probably be fired. Any normal situation, any normal company.
Have been on destroying government's ability to serve the American people. To the Democratic senators, use every tool in your toolbox.
I messed it up. Let me go back and listen. This is a long video. We're not going to do the whole thing. It's about like an hour. But like I said, I'm going to have the link inside of this short video, shorter version, and so that you guys can go in there and see everything that he was talking about. Let me run it back a little bit and play what he was saying.
To quote, traumatize America, patriotic and heroic federal employees, 30% of whom are veterans, who accept less pay and more grief than we'd ever get in the private sector. We didn't vote for that. So to our Republican senators and representatives, this is what I ask of you. Uphold your oath of office. Don't put your conscience in a blind trust or check your spine at the door when you enter the U.S. Capitol. Don't aid and abet a lawless, corrupt administration hell bent on destroying government's ability to serve the American people. To the Democratic senators, use every tool in your toolbox to put sand in the gears of Musk and Trump assault on America. When the debt ceiling needs to be raised, tell them you'll be glad to help if the Trump administration stop breaking the law. That means upholding all collective bargaining agreements. That means spending every dollar Congress appropriated. Stopping all the things and firings that's going on in this world right now. Protecting the civil service system. And getting Elon Musk a grubby paw out of our data. He don't belong there. The power of the purse.
Wait. he was saying, tell Elon Musk to get his grubby paws, but he couldn't quite get it out of it. But we all heard what he said. But anyway, he has a few more minutes, I think, and then other people that showed up for this particular event were, I think Jeffries was there, and Steny Hoyer, and a few other people. But like I said, if you want to see the whole thing, there's a link that goes to this video that's going to be inside of the that's going to be on the inside of the description part.
Still have it. And that means before you form the government on March 14th, before you raise the debt ceiling, one red cent, number one, to fund the Doge. Let me hear you say that. Let me hear you. Defund the Doge. Number one. Okay, number two, defund the federal contractor that Musk, empire, his empire. Defund that.
Yep.
Number three, defund the administration's union busting and put our people back to work for America. We ask you to use that power that you have to protect the Constitution of these United States of America. Courage is what's called for at this moment. For so, sisters and brothers, let's stand together in solidarity with everything on the line. Let's speak together. Let's march together. Let's fight together. Let's rise up together. Together, brothers and sisters, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. The power of the people. There is power when we come together. Let me hear you say power. We power. We power. We power. We're here. Thank you.
And there you have it. That was him talking. I didn't catch his name still. I think he might have been like a union leader. But this is going to be the end of this particular video. Join us by coming to check out other things on my site, man. dhspeller.com, as you see it down there in the link. And we'll have more videos coming out shortly. We got a bunch of videos I have in my watch later. And we're pretty much going to do them all the same. We're basically going to take the video, put the video, maybe talk about parts of it, and then put a link to the whole video so you can go back and watch it. And then when I start actually making some of the videos that I actually authenticate or make, some of the longer videos that I'll be making, I'm probably going to have those on my site. I might do like a short YouTube short, and then I'll put the actual video on my website. Ooh. And I think that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, man, we got things that we need to be doing, things that need to be said, and things that we need to tell people about.
Beginning in 2025, our prices for ads will move to the starting rate of $120 annually. We'll offer both radio-styled advertising and printed pages and images for our online radio and blog. This could be an opportunity for you or your business to be seen and heard. Whether you have a large or small advertising budget, adding content creators to your mix is a smart move. We are experienced and familiar with a variety of skills to help with your online efforts, so you don't have to go at it alone. We are looking forward to hearing from you soon. You're listening to the online broadcast of danielspeller.info. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to also visit our site at www.dhspeller.com.
Can we take it to the next level, baby? Do you dare? Don't be scared. Cause if you can say the words, I don't know why I should care. Cause here I am, I'm giving all I can, but all you ever do is mess it up. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm trying to make it clear that getting high for you